Going on there, guys? Jay here with Tap and Turn Gaming, coming at you with another product unboxing. As you all well know, today is Friday, so that means it is New Set Friday. So I got my hands on a booster box today. Derek's working a little late tonight. Normally we do the booster box openings together, but it'll just be me today. Derek's working late, so... But yeah, there's a Fate Reforged Booster Box. So let's open it on up and start cracking some booster packs, shall we? Just, I like presentation, so let's get this guy. There we go. Okay, so here's our little booster box insert. Yeah, who gives a crap about that, right? We care about the cards, of course. Let's stick this over here. And let's get right into it. So, for any of you that saw Derek and I's little pre-review for the set, we're not, super impressed by it. There are some choice cards that we're looking for from this set, but we'll see if we get any here. So let's, I'm probably just gonna rip right through a lot of these. Probably just gonna get right to the rare. Actually, I'll stop and look at the uncommons, I suppose. We got a Wandering Champion, Fruit of the First Tree, a Ujin's Construct, and a Warden of the First Tree. So in our very first booster pack, we get a nice mythic rare. It's like a pseudo figure of destiny, this guy. He's a 1-cost 1/1, 1 green for a 1/1. You can pay 1 in a split white or black, and he becomes a human warrior with base power and toughness 3/3. Then you can pay 2 in 2 split white and black. If he is a warrior, he becomes a human spirit warrior with trample and lifelink, and then his last ability is you can pay 3 in 3 split white and black. If Warden of the First Tree is a spirit, put 5 +1/+1 counters on it. I honestly like that ability a lot because you can keep reusing it. So you can essentially, if you get him to that final mode, pay 6, and put 5 counters on him, and then you can do it again and again and again and again. So it's pretty cool. Honestly, I really do like it. So that's pretty nice. Our first rare is a Warden of the First Tree, and then we get a foil Reach of Shadows and a Blossoming Sands. So, pack number 1 nets us a mythic rare, so that's a very good start. So let's see here. Let's just rip through these commons. So we get a Merciless Executioner, a Orc Sure Shot. Glad I pulled that because I actually want that for a deck. A Grave Strength and a Sage Eye Avengers. And a Bloodfell Caves and a Manifest token. Alright, let's continue on with these booster packs here. So you get a Breakthrough the Line, a Renowned Weaponsmith, a Abzan Beastmaster, and a Flame Rush Rider. I really do like him. He was on our list of cards that we liked from the set, so that's pretty cool. And a Jungle Hollow and a Spirit token. Alright. So far, not too bad. That first rare being the mythic rare is pretty nice. Let's continue on with these here. So we get a Reality Shift. I know Derek wants a playset of those. A Sudden Reclamation, a Honors Reward, and another Sage Eye Avengers. That's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. A Blossoming Sands and an insert. I mean, this is a rather small set. I believe it's a 185 card set, so I mean, it is a small set, but I personally just don't really enjoy pulling multiples of rares unless it's a rare I really, really like. Sage Eye Avengers, I don't care too much about, but, you know, let's see what we get here. We get a Wild Slash. That's a pretty cool card. Basically, a shock that if you're ferocious, the damage can't be prevented. I think that's pretty damn cool. So we got that, we got a Noxious Dragon, a Fascination, and a Temur War Shaman. He's alright. And a foil Auric Sure Shot. Sweet! That's even better. So he's definitely going to be going in the deck that I want to put him in, which is my Prosh deck. I feel like he would run house in my Prosh deck with the amount of tokens that it generates. And we got a Bloodfell Caves and a Warrior token. Alright, let's keep digging. See if we get anything really, really nice. Okay, so we get a Hero's Blade, I like that card, and a Ration War Beast, a Dragon Rage, and a Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. Pretty cool card. If you're playing a lot of dragons, you know, it'll tap for 1, or you can pay 1 and tap it to put a storage counter on it. And then you can tap it and remove X storage counters from it to add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells or activate abilities of dragons. So, and it's pretty cool. And a Jungle Hollow and a Spirit token. On to the next pack. Just rip through these. So we get a Humbled Defector, a Cloud Form, a Diplomacy of the Wastes, and a Daghatar the Adamant. He's the pre-con for the Abzan. He's pretty cool. I really do like him. A 4-cost creature that comes in with 4+1/+1 counters with vigilance, and then you can pay 1 and 2 hybrid black or green to move a +1/+1 counter from target creature onto a second target creature. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your creatures. You could use this guy to steal counters off of your opponent's creatures, so I think he's pretty cool. And a Thornwood Falls and a Spirit token. On to the next booster pack. Okay, let's see. Hoping for something phenomenal. So we got a Goblin Boom Keg, a Qarsi High Priest, a Battlefront Krushock, and a Shamantic Revelation. 5-cost green sorcery, draw a card for each creature you control, and if you're ferocious, you gain 4 life for each creature you control, power 4 or greater. So that's not bad. A Tranquil Cove and a Manifest token. So, haven't seen any fetch lands in the land slot in any of these yet, but I would imagine we'll probably get at least 2, I'd say. Or I'm hoping I do anyway. Hope I get more, actually. Alright, so we get another Wild Slash, a Sage's Reverie, a Battle Brawler, and a Whisperwood Elemental. He's a mythic rare. A 5-cost 4/4 at the beginning of your end step, manifest the top card of your library. Then you can sacrifice him until end of turn. Face up non-token creatures you control, gain when this creature dies, manifest the top card of your library. I don't know how to feel about him. I mean, I don't really like the manifest mechanic, but I mean, he is a mythic rare, so I would imagine, you know, he might be good, you know, in something. So we got that, a Windscarred Crag, and a insert. On to the next pack. Let's see what we got here. We got a Frostwalker, a Dragon Rage, a Ward Scale Dragon, and a Dramoka the Eternal. It's the legendary green and white dragon, a 5-cost 5/5 flyer. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, bolster 2. So probably one of the cooler dragons, I'd say. You know, just off of a dragon attacking that you control, you get to make one of your weaker creatures bigger. So that's always not bad. And a Dismal Backwater and a Spirit token. I'm hoping for an Ujin. I'd really like to pull an Ujin, or what is it, that the Monastery Mentor. I know that guy's probably the most, or next to Ujin anyway, he's probably the most expensive card in the set. You know, if I could pull one of those, you know, that would pay for, like, you know, a third of what I paid for this box. So let's see what we got here. We got a Destructor Dragon, a Pyrotechnics, a Rite of Undoing, and a Flamewake Phoenix. He's pretty cool. I like him. He's a 3-cost 2/2 flyer with haste, and he has to attack each turn. And if you're ferocious at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay 1 red. If you do, return Flamewake Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that's pretty damn solid, I'd say. And we get a Swiftwater Cliffs and an insert. Next booster pack here. So we get a Hungering Yeti, a Goblin Boom Keg, a Ujin's Construct. This pack feels like it has a foil in it. And a Wild Call. 2 green and X, manifest the top card of your library, then put X +1/+1 counters on it. That's all I have to say about that card. And a foil Windscarred Crag, and a Rugged Highlands, and a Warrior token. Why couldn't that have been a foil fetch land? that would have been nice. Alright, moving on here to the next pack. We get a Break Through the Line, a Renowned Weaponsmith, Abzan Beastmaster, and an Atarka World Render. Probably my favorite legendary dragon from the set, a 7-cost 6/4 flyer with trample. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it gains double strike until end of turn. So, you know, seeing as we're an EDH channel, if you use this guy as your general, your opponent just went on a 2-turn clock until they're dead. So he's pretty solid. And we got a Tranquil Cove and a Spirit token. Okay. Still haven't pulled anything that I'm really excited about, but then again, there's not a lot of cards that I'm super excited about from this set. So we get a Wandering Champion, a Jeskai Barricade, a Vault Breaker, and a Scroll of the Masters. Not bad. And a Scoured Barrens and a Monk token that goes along with the Monastery Mentor. Okay, next pack. So we get a Fearsome Awakening, a Noxious Dragon, a Honor's Reward, and a Alesha Who Smiles at Death. He's pretty cool. I like him a lot. 3-cost 3/2 with First Strike ain't bad on its own, but when he attacks, you may pay 2 hybrid white or black. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. So I think he's really cool. I like him a lot. And we got a Windscarred Crag and a Manifest token. Okay, we're just about a little bit halfway through this box, it looks like. So let's go on to the next pack here. So we got a Ward Scale Dragon, a Humbled Defector, another Reality Shift, and a Torrent Elemental, another mythic rare. He's a 5-cost 3/5 flyer. When he attacks, tap all creatures defending player controls, so that's really good. You know, every time he attacks, he's pretty much going to hit. you know, unless your opponent has some sort of instant speed spot removal. But you can pay 3 and 2 hybrid green or black and put him onto the battlefield from exile. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. That's really, really cool. Being able to resurrect him from exile, you know, so, and this is a Sultai card, as you can tell with the Sultai watermark in the, you know, background of the card here. So, you know, you could delve the crap out of this guy and just keep getting him back. So, you know, he's really cool. I like him. And we get a Jungle Hollow and an insert card. No fetches yet. It's a little disappointing that we haven't got any fetch lands yet. But we still got quite a few packs to go, so we ain't done yet. Let's see what we get here. We get a Hero's Blade, a Light Form, Merciless Executioner, and a Monastery Siege. It's a blue enchantment, 2 and a blue. It's one of those you choose cons or dragons thing. If you choose cons at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card, then discard a card. If you choose dragons, spells your opponent's cast that target you or a permanent you control cost 2 more to cast. So that's not bad. And a Swiftwater Cliffs and a Manifest token. Alright. Next pack. So we got a Valorous Stance. I really like this card too. I mean, for 2, you can either make a creature indestructible or destroy a creature with power 4 or greater. I think that's pretty nice. Winds of Kalsisma, an Elite Scale Guard, and we get a Mardu Strike Leader. It's a 3-cost 3/2. When he attacks, put a 2/1 black warrior creature token onto the battlefield, and you can dash him for 3 and a black. So he's pretty good. We got a foil here. We got a foil Mardu Rune Mark. Actually, it looks really nice foiled. And a Bloodfell Caves and an insert card. Still no fetches yet, guys. It's a little disappointing. Figured we would have at least pulled one by now. But, you know, maybe they're just towards the bottom of the box. I'm hoping so. Hoping to get some money back from this. So let's see what we got here. We got a Meringue River Prowler, a Misfire Adept, a Fruit of the First Tree, and a Rally the Ancestors. Pretty cool card. I like it a lot. And there we go. Nice. So we get a Wooded Foothills in this pack. So that's the red-green fetch land. So that's pretty sweet. We got our first fetch. Our first fetch land, guys. Wooded Foothills. Actually would have liked it to have been a Windswept Heath. I actually need that for a deck that I'm making, but, you know, it's whatever. We got one. We got a fetch land. So that's all good. Alright, let's go to this pack here. See if our luck continues. So we get a Karsi High Priest, a Sudden Reclamation, a Winds of Kalsisma, and a Yasova Dragonclaw. He's alright in my eyes. I mean, I don't think he's super awesome. I mean, a 4/2 for 3 with Trample ain't bad on its own. I mean, and his ability ain't bad either. Don't get me wrong, being able to steal creatures is always nice, but, you know, I feel like, you know, your opponent can just see it coming. You know, if you watched our pre-review of, you know, of this set, you know, Derek talked about this guy a little bit. You know, yeah, you can steal creatures, but they have to be less than his power. So, I mean, it kind of, you know, it just kind of goes against, like, what the team are all about. They're all about huge, nasty creatures. You know, you think this guy would be able to tame, you know, a huge beast just by himself. I mean, if you increase his power somehow, you know, he can tame or take control of larger creatures. But, you know, your opponent can see it coming. You know, they can see what creatures they have that are less than his power that you could potentially steal. So, I mean, I don't think he's a bad card. I just, you know, I'm not super impressed by him, but he's all right. And we get a Rugged Highlands and a Spirit token. All right, on to the next pack here. So we get a Friendly Fire, a Sibsig Muck Draggers, a Sage's Reverie, and a Archfiend of Depravity. I like this guy. A 5-cost 5/4 flyer that makes it so that each of your opponents have to sacrifice down to 2 creatures on their end step is not bad by any means. And we got a Thornwood Falls and a Warrior token. Crack this guy open and see what this pack's got. So we get another Reality Shift, so that's number 3. I know Derek wants a playset of those, so we're 1 short now. Sudden Reclamation, Honor's Reward, and a Palace Siege. It's probably my favorite one of these cards, the Siege cycle of the enchantments. It's a 5-cost black enchantment. Choose Khans or Dragons. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you choose Khans, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, or if you choose Dragons, at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. More often than not, if it's me playing this card, I'll probably pick Khans almost every time, especially in EDH. You know, I can just keep getting creatures back from my graveyard every upkeep. That's really good. And a Windscarred Crag and a Manifest token. Alright, little over halfway through this box now, guys. Alright, next up in this pack we have a Rite of Undoing, a Pilgrim of the Fires, a Mardu Shadow Spear, and a Jeskai Infiltrator. It's a 3-cost 2/3. He can't be blocked as long as you control no other creatures, so that's pretty cool. When he deals combat damage to a player, exile it in the top card of your library in a face-down pile, shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. That's interesting. So it exiles itself when it hits a player and the top card of your library, then you shuffle it, and then you manifest them. I don't know how I feel about that. It seems a little dumb in my eyes. And we got a Dismal Backwater and a Spirit token. Well, I mean, I guess it's not dumb. You know, if you manifest him, you know, you can always flip him face up again, you know, for his mana cost. So I guess it's not bad. I'm just not a huge fan of Manifest, so let's see what we get in this pack here. So we get a Dark Deal, a Mardu Woe Reaper, a Battlefront Krushock, and a Crux of Fate. It's pretty cool. 5-cost black sorcery, destroy all dragon creatures or destroy all non-dragon creatures. Just a black sweeper is always nice. One that's, you know, pretty low costed like that. I think that's even better. Because a lot of black sweepers, aside from like Damnation, are pretty heavily costed. You know, you get like Plague Wind and In Garrick's Wake that are 9. You have Decree of Pain that's 8, I believe. You know, Life's Finale is 6. I mean, that's only 1 more than this card, but I think it's a very efficiently costed sweep. Well, maybe not efficiently costed, but pretty low costed. I mean, I would play this in a black deck. I would. And we get a Jungle Hollow and an insert. Okay. Next pack here. Crack it on open. See what we get. So we get a Rite of Undoing, a Cloud Form, a Diplomacy of the Wastes, and a Shaman of the Great Hunt, another mythic rare. So he's a 4-cost 4/2 with haste, so that's pretty good. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it, so that's really cool too. And you can, if you're ferocious, you can pay 2 and 2 hybrid, green or blue. Draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. He's really good. He's really, really good. I like him. Blossoming Sands and an insert. Okay. Overall, I'm not too excited about this box overall, but you know, we still got some packs left in there. So, all right, so we got a Friendly Fire, a Pyrotechnics, a Lotus Eye Mystics, and a Kolagon the Sturm's Fury. So he's the black-red legendary dragon. He's a 5-cost 4/5 flyer. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So that's pretty cool. And he can dash for his mana cost. So the dash cost on him is the same as his mana cost. So he's pretty cool. He's not bad. He's not bad. Rugged Highlands and a Manifest token. See what we get in this next pack. Alright. So we get a Shifting Loyalties, a Frostwalker, a Mardu Shadow Spear, and a Tysiger the Golden Fang. He's the pre-Sultai-Con. 6-cost 4/5 with Delve, where you can pay 2 and 2 hybrid, green or blue. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. I don't think he's that great from an EDH standpoint anyways, but, you know, I think out of the cons from this set, I think he's going for the most money, so I don't know what it is about him, but, you know, I guess people love their Delve. We get a Swiftwater Cliffs and a Spirit token. Alright, next pack here. We got a Destructor Dragon, Pyrotechnics, Humble Defector, and a Frontier Siege. It's the green enchantment. Choose cons or dragons. If you choose cons at the beginning of each of your main phases, add 2 green to your mana pool. Or if you choose dragons, whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. So that's not bad. And then we get a foil Dragon Rage, and a Scoured Barrens, and an insert card. Alright. Only 1 fetch land still so far. Feel like that's, I mean, we still got some packs left in there. I just feel like I probably should have pulled more than 1 by now, but, you know, we'll see. The last time when I said that, I pulled a fetch land in the booster pack right after I said that, so maybe we'll get one now. It was Bloodfire Enforcers, Grave Strength, Mind Scour Dragon, and a Mob Rule. 6-cost sorcery, it's red. Choose 1, gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater until end of turn. Untap them, they gain haste. Or gain control of all creatures with power 3 or less. They untap, gain haste, all that cool stuff. So, I mean, this card's definitely not Insurrection, but, you know, you can be, you know, choose the mode that's going to benefit you the most. So, it's pretty cool. And a Thornwood Falls and an insert card. Getting down to the nitty-gritty in this box here. So far, I'm not too impressed with it. But maybe we'll get lucky towards the end. Maybe the box is saving the best for last. We get a Channel Harm, a Hewedstone Retainers, a Abzan Kinguard, and a Supplant Form. 6-cost blue instant. Bounce a creature to its owner's hand. You put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. So, it's pretty cool. And a Tranquil Cove and a Spirit token. Okay, let's see what we get in this guy. We get this feels like it's got a foil in it, so we get a Wandering Champion, a Jeskai Barricade, a Vault Breaker, and Sandstep Mastodon. 7 cost 5/5 with reach when he comes in bolster 5, and a foil Shamanic Revelation. So foil rares are always welcome. Would have liked it better if it was a foil, you know, something that I want to play, but you know, I'll take it. And a Dismal Backwater and an insert card. We're almost done with this box, guys. Alright, let's see what we get here. So we got a Battle Brawler, a Ration War Beast, an Abzan Beastmaster, and a Soul Flare. He's a 6 cost 4/4 demon with Delve. If a creature card with flying was exiled with Soul Flare's Delve ability, Soul Flare has flying. The same is true for Fear, First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So basically, you know, if you exile a card to delve him that has some sort of an ability, he'll gain that ability. So that's pretty cool. I like it. And a Bloodfell Caves and a Manifest token. Alright, we're down to, it seems, 4 packs. Let's see what we get in this guy. So we get a Pilgrim of the Fires, a Lightform Shockmaw Dragon, and a Citadel Siege. It's the white enchantment. If you choose Khans at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. If you choose Dragons at the beginning of combat on each opponent's turn, tap target creature that player controls. So, not bad. And a Scoured Barrens and a Spirit token. Man, I'm going to be really, really bummed if we only get 1 fetch land out of this booster box. Alright, we're down to the last 3 packs here, guys. So let's see, we get a Valorous Stance, a Winds of Kalsisma, an Elite Scale Guard, and a Ghastly Conscription, another mythic rare. This is probably the only card from this set with Manifest that I actually like. It's a 7 cost black sorcery where you exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard in a face down pile, shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. So I think it's pretty cool. You know, it'll exile all your opponent's stuff from their graveyard, creatures anyways, and you manifest them all so they all become 2/2 creatures. And then at that point, if you have the appropriate mana, you can flip them face up and, you know, get what that card really is. So I like this card. I'm not, you know, saying it's ridiculously good, but I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And a Windscarred Crag and a Monk token. So we're down to 2 packs now. Still only 1 fetch land out of this box. But maybe the magic gods will shine upon me and give me one in this pack, maybe. Maybe a foil one. That'd be even better. Rage Form, Temur Sabertooth, Cloud Form, and a Ojutai Soul of Winter. He's the white-blue legendary dragon. 7 cost 5/6 flyer with vigilance. When a dragon you control attacks, tap target non-land permanent an opponent controls. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. I like him, he's cool. Thornwood Falls, not a fetch land, and an insert card. Okay, last pack here. It all comes down to this. Ultimately, I'm overall pretty disappointed with this box, but let's see what we get in this last and final pack. We got a Ruthless Instincts, Fascination, Rage Form, and Dragon Scale General. Not bad. I mean, I like this card. It's a 4 cost 2/3 at the beginning of your end step, bolster X, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control. So, pretty cool. And Tranquil Cove and a Spirit token. So, only one fetch land out of this entire box. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. I mean, I've heard stuff like most people get generally like 2 to 3 out of each box. We only pulled one. We only pulled the Wooded Foothills. So let's move this out of the way, and let's just gather all these up real quick, and we'll just do a quick little retrospect of what we pulled. So we get an Ojutai, a Ghastly Conscription, a Citadel Siege, Soul Flare, Shamanic Revelation, foiled, nice, Sandstep Mastodon, Supplant Form, Mob Rule, a foiled Dragon Rage, not a rare, but it's a foil, Frontier Siege, Dragon Scale General, Tassiker the Golden Fang, Shaman of the Great Hunt, mythic rare, foil Windscarred Crag, Flamewake Phoenix, Dramoka the Eternal, Whisperwood Elemental, another Shamanic Revelation, not foiled, Daghatar the Adamant, Crucible of the Spirit Dragon, a foil Urk Sure-Shot. That's probably the one card that I was probably most excited about of stuff that I actually want to play, because I do want to play this in a deck, my Prosh deck, and the fact I got a foil one made me very, very happy. A Temur War Shaman, a Sage Eye Avengers, a Flame Rush Rider, another Sage Eye Avengers, a Warden of the First Tree, so he's probably, I'd probably say he's the money card out of this box. Aside from the Wooded Foothills, he's probably worth the most money out of what I got, so pretty cool. Kolagon the Storm's Fury, Crux of Fate, Jeskai Infiltrator, Palace Siege, Archfiend of Depravity, Yasova Dragonclaw. There's our one fetch land we got, Wooded Foothills, Rally the Ancestors, a foil Mardu Runemark, Mardu Strike Leader, Monastery Siege, Tauren Elemental, another mythic there, Alesha Who Smiles at Death, Scroll of the Masters, and an Atarka World Render. So, those were all our rares and or foils that we pulled out of this booster box of Fate Reforged. Overall, I'm pretty disappointed with this box. I was kind of hoping for some other stuff, that I wanted to play in some decks. Didn't pull it. Also hoping for more than one fetch land. Like I said, I've heard people say, oh, well, you usually get at least 2 to 3 in the boxes. I only got one, so that's kind of disappointing. But it is what it is. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you get not so lucky. So it is what it is. We got one fetch land, so I guess that's better than 0, right? So yeah, that about wraps up this Fate Reforged booster box unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you thumbs up the video and you subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed. And stay tuned to our channel for more Magic the Gathering content, unboxings, stuff like this, gameplays, deck techs, mainly stuff for EDH. So, but yeah, again, this has been Jay with Tap and Turn Gaming. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you later. Thanks a lot.